Okay na. Hello? Anybody there? Hello? Hello? Bam, 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 bam. Ba ba bam 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 ba ba bam bam. Bum bara bum bara bum bara bum 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 bara bum bara bum bara bum bum. Hello, hello, hello. I don't have GIMP open. Interesting. Why? Why? Tell me why. I see it, see it, see it, see it. Bum 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 bum. By the way, yesterday I had a map. I will show you. Bum 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 bum. Meanwhile, hello everyone, good afternoon, good morning, hello, hello, hello. How are you today? My side, all good. Oh wow, another year passed. I remember when we saw this this screenshot a year ago. Yeah, this was still U4 back in the days. Very nice. Hello Mike, hello Hul, hello Hula, hello, hello. Not super way when you play it don't let you on the usual thing. I mean, they cannot download it yet, so how? You cannot download it on Steam yet. So we have the Steam page, right? We have the Steam page, but you cannot download it yet. At least I think, right? Let me see today. Yeah, I should receive an email when they approve the build. They have to test it. It's pretty fun that they will test it anyway. And yeah, so what's up, guys? Let me lower the music, change it, and we go. And we go. So I generated a map yesterday for my D&D session, which was this one. And then I explained to the AI, you know, that this was a mine of dwarven outcast wizard elf mages or whatever. And I said, hey, can you put into this map some elements, right, that make it look more magical? And that is what it did. I think it's insane. I think it's insane. So this is the map that I gave to the AI. And this is the map that I got as a result, right? I think it's fantastic. Absolutely insanely fantastic. But anyway, I've been working a bit on this texture, which is basically the consumer texture, just manipulated a bit, right? So I did some changes. I tried to, and what I was thinking is that if we could, I don't know if we can, but if we could use this part for the bottom of our trap, right? And use this part for the, I mean, this kind of ledge, this use it for as a ledge, and then use this part as the inside. Maybe it will work, I don't know. So oh, the Warframe music. So so what I would try to do, yeah, I didn't work on this much, so I mean basically zero. So we have to work on it now. Okay. PS3, UART NPC. UART NPC, UART NPC. UART NPC. UART NPC. Yeah, but I think that Hula, I think that there will be some new players coming from Steam anyway. I think there will be. I think there will be. Maybe not many. I don't know, or maybe many. I have no idea. We will see. But yes, it's possible, right? People were already saying, "Oh, if there are so many players then coming from Steam, what do we do, right? Should we block access to some of them or what?" I mean, I don't know. I mean, if really things get bad, we have a way to limit the number of players, right? So if you want, we can limit it, right? We can. We can. Now, let me see how the hell we can do this, because I have no idea. As usual, when we start something, it's always, you know, enigmatic. It's always hard to decide. It's already like this. It's already like this? What do you mean? That this is already... it's just the opposite of what we need. So this is actually the bottom. I see. Yeah, the problem is... Yeah, I think the problem will be the central part, right? Because I think that this part will not be too bad, apart from the fact that it's not tileable, so we have to make it tileable. I mean, there are a number of issues, for sure. I see. Well... Well. So yeah, we are trying to create few objects, right? Few items that we can use in our tribe's logic. Now, I don't know what it will become, but yeah, obviously this part is extremely stretched, right? Because so probably the best would be to probably the best would be to have this as the top, right? Because as I have it now, probably is not the greatest idea. So basically to cut this and move it up. What? And move it up. To that point, okay. And then we need to ensure. So, or we continue to make this part look like this, right? Which is a possibility. which is a possibility. I mean, I cannot really reinvent it, right? What I can do, I can copy, right? I can copy and paste it. That's what I can do. I mean, I can copy it from here if we want, but I mean, I don't have a lot of let's say that between this and this we have to do it, right? Between this and this we have to do it no matter what. Bara baba. Hello, Dotted Fish. A super wave of new players. Well, before the Steam release, I don't know. Ulla was saying that maybe, you know, maybe for the Steam release, from the fact that now the game will be available on Steam may bring in more attention and more people. I mean, it's actually possible. Yes, it's actually possible. I don't know. I don't know really, but. Yeah, it is possible. It is. Let's see if someone is interested and if they want to play. Or maybe they want to help me develop the game. I mean, that would be the easiest for me, right? If someone is interested in helping to develop the game, that would be very nice. Because I think, yeah, we are proceeding, guys. I mean, I'm not saying we are not proceeding. We are proceeding. But I'm just saying that we are proceeding fairly slow, right? And the reason is that it's basically only me, right, doing this. And an MMO requires... a lot more power than the power that I have, but at the same time, let's see, maybe I mean, we are progressing. I'm not gonna stop, right? I'm not gonna stop, but still, if we could have someone interested in helping, that would be fantastic. Right? There is people helping anyway. There is Twilight that sometimes is here that actually sent me a new version of the lock-picking minigame. So I'm gonna look at that. I think I'm going to take over, right? I think he's pretty much done on his side. I think he did a lot of work for it, and yeah, and it's very nice that he did. So it's very nice. So I will try to take over what he did and continue from there. And hopefully I can finish it and put it in game. I think one thing that I'm struggling a bit sometimes is to really see the overall balance, right? Because we are adding, right? We are adding features and functionality. For example, we added the new village, right? We added a new village. Everyone says, "Oh, nice village. I like it," right? Everyone likes the new village, but at the same time, the question is, what is the purpose of that village, right? Is there anything I can discover, find in the village, right? or not? Is there any special NPC, any special item, equipment, whatever, right? And that is actually not too clear in my mind how to distribute that in the different areas of the game, right? And I think that is probably our biggest lack or our biggest mistake. I don't know if I really want to call it mistake, but anyway, our biggest problem at the moment that we don't really. I mean, we don't really have a rules department anymore, right? So back in the day, I forgot my skin. Okay, thank you. Back in the days, we had people really dedicated to rules, and I think it's very, very important, right? It's important to have people that wants to balance the game, right? Balance the game. And it's extremely important. It's not an easy work, right? And I think it has to be done by someone that has a good mathematical and analytical mind, right? Someone that is good with numbers, right? And also someone that already played a lot of other MMO games, or anyway, a lot of RPG, even if not MMO, but RPG games, right? So that he has he or she has a good understanding of progression and things like that, right? And so yeah. So yeah. So I need someone that does that, basically. Need someone that is good at math in general and can reason with numbers easily, and has a good understanding of a progression, right, that you may have in a game like this, and can I mean, we did some work, for example, for the plants, right? We did a good work with one of the players, right? That so he helped quite a bit, and we did a reasoning on okay, how the plants should be distributed, close to which cities, what is the distribution we want, you know, and things like that. And actually, I think it worked well. At the end, we have a decent distribution, right? We have a decent distribution of plants in the game. Maybe it's not enough still, I don't know, but I think it's definitely better than what it was. That's for sure. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to make this thing tileable, right? So it doesn't show any particular seam or line. Right. Yeah, the healing tool is pure magic, by the way. Healing tool is really magic. I don't know the algorithm behind, but it's kind of an average of the source and the destination, but the total is fantastic. The result is insane. Okay. Boom. Okay, now this is styleable. Now this is styleable. Oh wow, this music is Daggerfall. I remember this music. But I think I remember it because I played it again. I think I know it because I played it again. It's not because I remember it from when I was a kid. I don't think so. So now the question, I guess, is how much should this part be scaled? I mean, let's try just to scale it and see what happens. But I think that between this and this, so because there is 1, 2, and 3, well, yeah, exactly. 1, 2, and 3. I think that this 3 in the middle should really be. I think it should start to expand again from here. So it's not really, you know, even here. I think we need something like this. And it probably will be broken anyway, right? But most likely. I mean, it will be slightly better, but I think it will probably not be very... My idea was that all of this was, in theory, the border, but I see that it's not. Seems not to be very easy to do it this way. Even if we make it smaller, still going to be a bit broken, right? I mean, it is better. I think it is better. Yeah, I think that here we have significant stretch, but we have significant stretch because, unfortunately, yeah, this thing is round and this thing is not round, right? So I think it's very hard to make it not stretchable, not stretched, right? I mean, we can try to like make this one's longer, but and it may kind of work a bit, right? But I mean, basically this wall picture, right? This wall curve should be somehow replicated here. But I would say it's fairly hard to do. Yeah, for example, that, right, is going up a bit. And then here there are more that are going up. Yeah, exactly, those ones. And this one as well. No, this one, no. This one. Yeah, this one's going up a bit. I mean, it's not very simple to... Unless we really remap it completely, it's not very simple. But we can do an okay job like that, and maybe it's enough. This thing is exactly... Okay. This one, for example, is completely stretched, right? I could put a checkerboard maybe and see what happens, but fine. I think we will live with this for now. May not be the best, but I think it's good enough. Okay, now the spikes. Well, the spikes, in theory, I would like to have them, right, all made of bone, no? So if I just rotate the spikes and put them here, what happens? Shit happens. Because I have the seam exactly on the outside. Why I did the seam on the outside? Because the outside is the most visible area, right? So it's really a bad idea to do the seam on the outside. No, why I did that? I don't know why I did that actually. I mean, it's bad on anywhere we place it. It will be a bit bad. I know, but I think if we place it on the inside, it's probably easier, right? So I will basically redo it for all of them. I don't know if I want to place the seam there or place the seam here on the side. Probably it's better. Let me try with one. Probably it's better on the side actually. And you know what? Maybe we will do. I don't know if I want to do like half and half, but I mean we can try. So if I do this, right, and then I map this guy and then this guy we move it here. Yeah, unfortunately it's not straight. It's more straight now. So if you do something like this, does it look bad? Yeah, it looks a bit shitty, I would say. Why we don't smooth? It is not enough. 40 is not enough. Wow. Wow, this is more than 50 degrees. Wow. It is actually 60. If you ask me, do I like it? So. I mean, it's something, but meh. Can we do the inside? Can we do the inside like this instead of bone? Can we do the inside like this? Probably is better. It is probably better. It is kind of stretched though. I don't know why. It looks really stretched, right? Is it stretched because it's longer than... yeah, probably. Yes. I think the structure is a bit too simple. It needs probably another border here or something, right? So I think the spikes are a bit too simple actually. But like this is already slightly better, I would say, with the two sides, right? Is already better. The problem is that the border doesn't have any shadow or anything, right? Because here is not, we don't really have, well, we have a shadow, but it's not on a line. Let me go crazy a second and see what happens if I do this. Nah, this will never work. Nah, I think the outside should be carapace like that. I wonder also what's wild about the message that that message automod all this back. I don't know. Automod sometimes is a bit stupid. Sometimes automod is like I don't know, recognizing words where it should not. I don't know, compared to this one, yeah, this one we really stretched it that way. I'm not super happy about the result, but anyway. I mean, we, again, sometimes we have to compromise and just say, well, it's good enough, you know. I cannot recreate completely something, so I'm reusing what we have. I'm reusing textures that we already have, and I just modify them a bit. I mean, you can still use the AI and ask the AI, for example, to do a variation, right? But you know, the ones that are bigger are suffering a bit from the lower sides, right? And unfortunately we have many because I have I should have done it before, right? I should have first textured that and then copied and modified it, but we decided to change it now, so what happened? I think I did scale instead of rotate. Fine. Parararararam. I think the ones that are smaller are easier because, I mean, they will look better because there is more texture side. There is more texture surface. Texture surface. Let's go, boys. Oh my god, I forgot the stupid event of the stupid game. It was at 6. No. Really? Man. Do I want to do it? I mean, it takes 10 minutes. We can do it. I mean, I'm getting a bit bored of that game, so I don't know. Maybe I will just drop it. But, yes, some very interesting patterns that I think we can use somehow in Plane Shift as well. We have to be very careful because it's a very grindy game, right? So, and I think that some patterns are really a bit too much, right? But I'm getting, you know, some ideas and some exposure to other games, how other games do things, right? Actually, I also would like to play a bit New World, even if I think the New World is dead now, right? New World is dead, no? Did they shut down the service already or not? Whoop whop whoop whop. What the hell triggers that? Usually is violence or insults or sex or I mean all those things. But sometimes it's just you know, the AI or whatever is checking it. The auto mod that is just stupid. So it's not your fault, I guess. Just maybe rephrase it or. There are certain words that are considered like bad, or maybe too pushy, or aggressive, right? But I don't know. Sometimes it's just doing it wrong. I mean, sometimes it's just moderating wrong. So I would not count that too much. I did the scale again. Bam 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 bam. Did we do them all? Yes, I think we did them all. Yeah, let's say that with this texture, no, there's one missing. Why this one is missing? Because it was not selected. It was not selected, my boys. So for example, if you want to help, right, you can just open Blender and start to design things like I'm doing. And just figure out what other buildings the consumer race may have, right? That is something that you can do. Maybe you can even just create sketches of it, right? And suggest me, oh, it could be like this, or it could be like that, right? I know you need a bit of an artist mindset to do it, but you know, maybe you just have an idea, and it may work. I mean, it works the same for me. I mean, I'm not an artist, but I try to build something anyway. I'm trying to build stuff anyway, you know? I don't care that I'm not a real artist. I'm just trying, you know? And something comes out, and yeah, maybe it's not the best and greatest, but it's fine. Can you see my messages? Yes, because there was nothing even remotely close to that into them. Ah, you mean if I can see your moderated messages? I don't know. I think Hula is a mod. Hula, you still a mod in this life? No, you're not. Why you're not a mod? I think you were a mod, no? You are not a mod. I think mods can see it. I think mods can, I don't know exactly how to do it, but there is a way. There is a way for the mods to see the blocked messages. I think there is a moderation center and all of that, but if you ask me how to do it, not really used to that. But I think there is a creator dashboard, but there is also I don't know if it's showing anything super secret. I don't think so. I think there is also a content manager, no, a community, no, an analytics, no. There is so much. There is our moderation, okay. Moderation setting, moderation analytics, mod management, moderated viewers, moderated messages. 0 viewers were moderated during the stream. 0. So it's basically saying that there was no moderation, but auto mod. Now it's not it's saying that there is nothing. There's nothing special. He's saying nothing special. Nah, nothing special. Doesn't see anything bad in your but still he moderated it somehow, right? Which is funny. So he's saying all is good, but also not. It's good and bad at the same time. I don't know. It's very hard to say. Wait, I will do a few minutes the stupid event of the stupid game, okay? If I can, because it's already 6:43, so I think, and I need people to do this. If there are no people anymore, I will not be able to do it. Because I cannot do it alone. It's impossible. It's basically, well, I mean, you can do it alone, but it's super hard. To do it alone is like insanely hard. Let me see if there is anyone. Nah, there's no one. I think I will skip it then. If there is no one, I will just skip it. Ah, there's one guy. There's one guy, but I think we will not finish in time because the last. I think we will die. I think it's not really possible. Let me try. I'm pressing my buttons like a madman. You want to see it? Let me show it to you if you want, but I will die for sure. Because these monsters are buffed for the event, and if you don't have enough people, right? I can say group up. We need more people for this. We need more people. We need more people. Ah, there is people here. Okay. There is a group of like 7 people. Well, that's kind of nice actually. But they basically finished, so I don't know. We have to arrive to 50 as usual. And at the moment, I'm at a very pathetic 7. So I'm really at the beginning of this. So And there are very few people left because it was at 6. It was nearly, you know, an hour ago. And it's very hard to start now, I guess. But we will try 1 second. If I die, I'm fucked because I have to restart and basically it becomes impossible. I'm dead. Okay. I'm not gonna do it. It's taking too much time and fuck it. I died. Fine. I will exit. Okay, I'm back. No, it's not worth it. There are not enough people. It's gonna take like 15 minutes. It's not worth it. Okay. If I can do it in 5 minutes, yeah, I do it. We see nothing. Yeah, it was on the other screen. Moderator, you? Yeah, you can moderate. I don't know. What is your... What is your proposition to moderate, huh? Like, if you have to convince me... If you have to convince me that you can be a good moderator, what would you say? What would you say, huh? So how do we do the center, though? Because this starts to be, like, decent, but how do we do the center? I mean, I can do it the same shit, right? But I don't know. It can be, in theory, it can be the same, and this can be the same. So this can be carapace, so the outside, and this can be the inside. But I don't know. By the way, why is not showing? No, like that. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, it's not very nice, but it's still interesting. It's a kind of interesting effect, actually. Yeah, but probably it's not. Huh? Why we have the... Why? Huh? I'm a bit confused here. Ah, because that's the center. Oh wow! And so is a sphere. Wow. Wow. I see. I mean, the problem is the distance between this and this, right? So so that the border becomes like insane. So it's probably not a great idea. Unless I do it like this, and so the border is less insane. It's not too bad, actually. I already have to my best. I've suggested one bot against spam, and these have been good. Ah, true, Hula. Very true. Very true. Okay, let's say that I will make you a moderator. I don't know how to do it, actually. I think I can just go to the stream and say /mod. I will make you a moderator, and I will see what you do, okay? /mod, I think. Nulla jump. Let's see. So now you are a moderator. So as a moderator, you should have a moderator view. That I don't know exactly how to kick it in, but I think there is a way to see a moderator page. Okay? It's here at the bottom. It's here at the bottom. If you click. At the bottom of the chat, there is this sword. And if you click mod view, right, this goes into a mod view. So basically you see the stream, but you see also more important things like the moderated channels and but if I give you moderation, you lose the VIP. Oh really? You cannot be VIP and moderator at the same time. I'd see. You see this auto mod queue? This auto mod queue is where you see the messages, right? That are so if something get cut off, right, you will see it here. You will see it, yeah. Yes. The fact is good. Okay. Yeah, now the problem is this thing. Because this thing we can make it of the same... so we can continuously reuse stuff, right? Can reuse stuff forever. And basically we can make it... but the problem is that if we do it like this, it basically disappears, right? So you cannot see it because it's the same color of that. So it's not a good contrast, right? It's not really working. And also this, I think it should be a completely different color, right? I think it should be a completely different color. I mean, or is all white, but all white I think is not really possible, right? I mean, I will have to stretch it so much that it doesn't, that it basically breaks, right? So we make it all white like this. Which is not too bad, but I think it looks a bit weird. I think it looks a bit weird. Nah, probably nah. Or we make it completely different. Or we use, or we use this and we replicate it a million times, right? So we use this texture and we replicate it a million times. I mean, I can try. I mean, still the separation line between this and this will be insane. And it is probably not very good. It's probably not very good. Nah, this will never work. This will actually never work. Like this works slightly better. Because at least these two things are like merging, but I still think that this should be a completely separate. And you know also what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that this is not the way it should be. I think that this is not the way. Should be. I don't know if I want to delete it or I just want to cut it, but this is not the way it is supposed to be. So basically, yeah, exactly. The problem of this, apart from the texture that we can fix, but yeah, exactly. This is how it should be. The problem of this is, so that the egg, this is really an egg container somehow, right? It's an egg container. The only problem I have is that now this is super shit. And I don't have an easy way to fix it. Because I don't have an easy way to fix it, no. I mean, I can be lucky and just select everything, but it will never work, right? Basically, I have to do this, right? I have to do this, but how can I be sure that I select all the ones outside and not the one inside? Am I just lucky? No, you see, I'm not lucky. Yeah, for example, now it started to select the inside. I think it will select randomly, a bit the inside, a bit the outside. Okay, selecting always the same one now, which is actually good for us. Okay, so that is consistent for now. Okay, nice. He actually did it properly. Insane. Now... Now the problem I have is that this is not matching the it's not matching the egg shape, right? It's not in any way. So I have to move it somehow to match. I don't know if I want to do that actually, or if I want to. What do I want to do? To go down like that? Maybe. I mean, it's not the best, but I think it's probably good enough. Let's say that it's good enough, boys. Okay, so now it is a kind of an egg container, right? And it goes down there and is okay. Now it's more of an egg container. Now this egg, I think it should really be different. I mean, I see it kind of red or like a fur petal that opens and the outside layer peeled away from the inner similar material. What? Not bad. No, but I don't know. I'm thinking to make it completely different. So I got distracted because the lady that is doing the miniature no, I think it's better if it's exactly like this. The lady that is doing the miniature printing was waiting the payment. I sent the payment, and I think now it's ready. And I think she's going to oh crap, this egg is not fitting. Well, we can make it slightly bigger and then it will fit. No? I mean, it's not fitting. It's like, because this thing is not, even if I like the shape of this, it's a bit overboard, no? Actually, I really like the shape, but I think it doesn't fit the egg, so we will do it this way. Now, the egg, I'm thinking to something. I mean, if we make it poisonous, right? Like we want to do, because this thing is a green shit. So this could be green. So in theory, we could reuse the other skin, because we have this skin, and we can make the egg completely green. What do you think? We can make the egg, or I mean, we can make the egg this color somehow, or we can make the egg this color. So completely green or completely red. I think I really need a contrast, right? You need a contrast here to look any decent, right? Without contrast, there is no beauty. I don't know why, but our brain is designed this way. So no one is finding beautiful. I don't know why, but no one is finding beautiful. You know, a white screen, right? Or a gray screen, right? So it becomes interesting when you have, you know, when you have a contrast like that. Well, it didn't work. I don't know why. Because you cannot feel. In theory, you should be able to. No, you cannot feel here like this. But anyway, what I meant is that it becomes interesting when you have a contrast like this, right? I don't know why, but our brain is basically designed that way. It's really designed that way. Now the problem is that I don't know if here we have enough, right? Enough detail to actually color the whole thing, but I was thinking it was more green, but okay. It's not very green. I was expecting it to be more green. But anyway, we can have it this way, right? We can have it this way. Or we can have it red. Oh, wow. I mean, I think red is nicer, but it's also a bit out of place, right? I mean, I think red is very good contrast, but it's also like, what the hell is that? No? I thought it isn't even an egg, but just a lure for the trap, because if you were an egg, the trap would just kill its own egg. No, because they are immune to it. So they have an egg that is actually hatching something, and they, okay, or not. So you're saying it's not an egg, it's just a trap? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it can also be that way, yes. You can also be that way, yeah. I don't know, I just made it this way, and I don't know what is it. But I think green is probably better, right? It fits better the style of this thing, right? It fits better the style. Now, if you ask me, these things here are a bit too simple, right? They would, I mean, it would be much better if they had like small spikes, you know, like the Tyrannid, you know, the Tyrannid hives, you know, any Tyrannid hive of any kind. Yeah, like you see these small spikes. These small spikes, I think, is what we missed to make it look a bit nicer. But anyway, I don't know if I want to do it on every one, and I mean, it takes a lot of time. By the way, I think I have this miniature. Yeah, I have this miniature. I have a lot of Warhammer and 40k miniatures. I mean, yeah, if we add a bit of a spot, but I think it becomes something different, right? I think it would be nice if this thing could move a bit, yeah, as you say. I mean, if they could animate. I mean, in theory we can, right? It's just a matter of adding. It's just a matter of adding bones and adding a bit of an animation then, and making it loop. The problem is that it may look stupid if it loops continuously, right? But yeah, to make it animate is not too complex. Well, assuming that I can put a skeletal mesh inside our trap. No, actually, it is designed to be. I mean, we can always do it. We can add another. The only problematic thing is that at the moment this thing cannot be attacked. So I have to think more about it. This is how it was yesterday, right? Which looks very weird. Yeah, in theory we could make it move, yes, we could. But, I don't know, it's a bit of work, right? It would take me like an hour or two or whatever. So I don't know if it's really worth it. I probably prefer to create another piece, right? And I only have a bit of Necron left. I never liked too much the Necron, I don't know why. But it looked a bit fake to me, but maybe it's just me. Okay. So I think that this is not too bad. Let me just see how many texture we are left with. We are only left with 2 textures at the end, right? Because we have the egg and then we have the base. Nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah, exactly. So we have the base and we have the egg, which are 2 textures. Okay. In my house I have miniatures everywhere. Spaghetti, eh? Spaghetti. What is a spaghetti, Phoenix? What is a spaghetti? Spaghetti. Spaghetti, eh? Also this one I think we can redo and improve, but... Spaghetti? Oh wow, with the new UV anyway, this thing is something. Red is very, I mean, it's like a Doom monster, you know? Like coming from Doom the game. Like a organic monster. I mean, it's a bit too much, I think, but yeah. Okay, so we have the consumer one. No. We have the consumer something. Yes. And then we have... No. Sorry. This texture, we didn't import it yet. This texture is a new texture that we have to import from... so where do we want to put it? Good question. Let's put it in the same place where we have the layer, right? Where do we have the layer? Where do we have the layer? Where do we have the layer? The layer... We have it here. Yeah, let's put it here. Let's put it here. So we have to import this new texture, which is consumer layer 1. And you know what? We will also create the normal map, just because we can. The spaghetti monster. Come on, you can do better than that. So the diffuse map is this. Yeah, the problem is that the white part may really pop and maybe yeah, you see it's going over. The white part is going over. Nah, we cannot do it this way because it's burning. It's burning completely. Yeah, we can do it this way. Okay. Now, I have no idea why when I do this program always creates a BMP file, right? I don't know why this program is exporting BMP. I don't know, but it's what it's doing. And so I have to re-export it as PNG. Okay. And now. Let me take any material. How do we have the material? No, because there is kind of a... Is this considered like a creature material or... probably. Yeah, maybe we... because this I think has a master creature as a... yeah. Pam 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 pam. So now our other element looks very bad, right, compared to this one, because we improved one, and now we have the problem of the other one looking super bad compared to this. So we spend more time on it. We can. We can spend more time on it. Okay, now it starts to make sense. Okay, that is the thing. I don't know, this bottom white, but anyway. I think it's okay. I think it's okay. With our non-artistic skills, I think we created... I mean, it looks a bit like a dessert. I think I would like to cut it and eat it like a cake. But anyway... like a cake. Now, I don't know if this thing is too big compared to the effect. I think we should have the particle effect bigger, yes, like that. So the particle effect is like taking the wall. It's too big. Nah, I think it's okay. I mean, consider the effect is camera facing, right? So whenever you look at the particle effect, it will always look identical. Because the particle effect is looking at you. So it's aligned with the camera, right? So, yeah. Maybe 1.5. Maybe 1.5. Maybe 1.5. Yeah, but you see that it's not in front of the egg, right? Because it's actually centered on the egg, and so it looks. But anyway. So now the question is, what do we do? What do we do with the? What do we do with this thing then? Because now this thing looks like shit, right? I mean, I think the shape is okay, but obviously the texture is not. So should we do the same thing and try to adapt it, or try to adapt it with a new thing, or should we? Because like this, I think is pretty bad. I think the shape is fine, but the texture is like, texture is a bit like meh, right? Also, one thing that I'm really unsure if this thing should, let me see what happens if I just assign the other texture. Just randomly. Oh, wow. That's kind of weird. Yeah, but it's not. Yeah, but definitely looks more. Yeah, I think it should be this way. I think it should have somehow, you know. I think it should have somehow this texture. I don't know. I don't know how, but I think it would make more sense, right? Yeah, it would make more sense. Okay. Now, working with this may not be very easy. Because in theory... Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know where to start, right? I don't even know where to start. I don't even know where to start because, okay, you can say, oh, these blocks inside, right? They are, you can say the blocks inside are organic, right? So you may say the block inside is this thing. Is organic. But then when it comes next to the border is made of carapace like this, right? So there is like a borderinos. The problem is at the moment the borderinos is not really a good borderinos, it's just a shitty borderinos. So that is not very well made, right? It's been made by a programmer, not by an artist. I can see that. So this border is not really a border, right? It's not something that I can rely on consistently, right? It is a bit shit, actually. So basically I need to have a circle, right? Like this, right? I need to have a circle all around my opening, right? Need to have a circle all around my opening, which is actually something that we can follow to put our carapace, right? Our carapace border. But at the moment it's not like this, right? At the moment it's very messed up. I mean, I can fix it. So we need a consistent border here. Okay, now like this is already slightly better. Maybe not great, but it's already slightly better because here we have a kind of a consistent border that we can use. Right, so if we take now all of this and we say that all of this is our here we have a problem. Yeah, all of this is our border somehow. I don't understand this. Yeah, I don't know why it's this way, but fine. And now here kind of have the same problem. Yeah, the problem we have to do it for all the right. So it is kind of our border somehow. And yeah, in certain places it's a bit deeper, but I think it's okay. So the idea would be that, do we need also the border inside? Aye. Probably yes. Do we need also the border inside? Would be better actually. Don't know exactly how the hell. Wait. It was not like this. Was it? Nah, I think he fucked up when he merged the vertices. Exactly. What happened? If you do Alt J of this, it's changing the geometry. Oh my god. That's so scary. And yeah, basically what I will need, right? What I will need. Hey, this will be hard though. This will be hard because even if I do this, right? Even if I do this, and I put our carapace thingy, then it will look bad. I'm pretty sure it will look bad. I mean, I can do it, right? I can say, oh, this thing, right? This thing is mapped horizontally, right? And we can make it real horizontal, but we can say, oh, this thing is mapped there, right? Yeah, the problem is that this thing. I mean, doing this is a lot of work, I tell you. It's a lot of work. To do it right, it's a lot of work. I'm thinking if I want to do it, but probably the answer is yes. But doing this is some work, huh? Because I could do that, right? And this becomes our carapace thingy. But then I need to have this carapace thingy connected to the inside properly, right? And the inside is this. So my inside, right? My inside. Why this happened? If I have the seam. Yeah, this thing inside, right? This thing inside should in theory touch that. And by the way, it's not even correct. This thing is not very simple, huh? Because if I do it like this, it will never match. So probably I need this border to be attached to this, right? So this border needs to be attached to my. So in theory, the seam. So this means that the seam actually it is here, is not there. Probably. But in theory, not even, because I want. No, I think the only way to do it is a different way, boys. The only way to do it is to have a real border, right? A real border. If I do it this way, it will always look shit. I tell you, it will always look shit. So this is not gonna work. What I can do is to make this border a real geometrical border, right? So it really pops, right? Like a curve. So if I do that, then maybe I have a chance. So basically this means that I need what? I need to extrude this towards me or what? No, that's a bad idea. I need to do what? I need to do what? Hey, I basically need a... I need this to become a... How can I make this a polygon? I cannot, huh? Because I need to create basically a separation, I mean another loop inside of that. And then bring it up. So basically I have to split everything. I have to subdivide everything here or what? So if I subdivide all of the, I don't know, I'm struggling a bit to understand what I want to do. No, what I want to do I have clear in mind now, but how to do it, not much. So if I subdivide all of this, right, then I have, okay, it kind of worked, but it didn't work here because I didn't select that. Okay, nice. So if I, yeah, exactly like this. Now, yes, exactly. So if now I bump this for real, yes, and this becomes the real bump. Now the problem is that I need this to become a bump for from any angle, right? From all angles. From all angles. So what do you mean? You mean that you have to move this up? Well, not up, outside. So if I move this in this direction, but it's still not enough because I mean, I can extrude it in this direction, but if I extrude in this direction, no, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's kind of correct. Yeah, in theory, I need to I need another loop, basically, what I'm saying. I'm saying that I need another loop to make it look really like a bump. It's something like two songs, one on top of each other. Should I just bevel this and it becomes double? Yeah, probably. Ah, yes, I can just bevel this and it becomes double. Okay, that's kind of good. So now if I scale it down and I move it a bit like this. Yeah, bevel was the solution actually. Yeah, the problem is that it's all uneven, right? On every possible side, but yeah, this would be the idea, right? So that this is a real bump. Yeah, exactly. That this is the real border. Now, in this case, it became a bit weird, but I think we can fix it. So if it's not a real geometry, it will look bad because the connection point will look bad. While if I have it as real geometry, you really see the bump and it will look better. Maybe not perfect, but it will look better, right? Because it's a separate item. Yeah, so something like that, exactly. So if now I seam, right, if now I seam up to here, which is what I wanted to do from the beginning, probably. Right, if now I seam here, and I remove this seam, obviously, because this seam now makes no sense. Right? I think that this now becomes better or no? I mean, I will still have to have at least one seam to properly, right? So this needs to be seamed anyway. I mean, unfortunately. Otherwise I will not be able to do. Yeah, but if now, right, if now it looks more like a mouth, right, mouth, yeah, if now I unwrap it together, yeah, you see that now this thing is going together, right, and is way better because now I can put it here, and apart from the fact that it's a bit stretcherinos, I think it may look nicer. Yeah, it looks kind of nicer. Now here, I don't know why we have a problem. Because this thing is not very even. Yeah, because it's going down too much. I think we need to stretch it slightly, right? Maybe not a lot, but we go with proportional editing, and we just relax it a bit, right? So that it's not that much different. Which means obviously doing damages to the UV, but fine. So now, right? So now I think that this part will look a bit more like a mouth, yes, and it will look more connected, right, between the outside and the inside. And this one will pop like reasonably, right? Reasonably. I mean, maybe not perfect, but will pop. Now, the problem is everything else, right? Because the problem, I mean, we have to do the same with the other two openings, I'm pretty sure. But then the problem is, what do we do about everything else, right? Because this thing is not designed. I have no idea. Because this thing is like a sphere, right? This is like a sphere. So, or we cut off the hat, or or I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to do the same work here, which is not very easy. I think the bevel was a good idea, though. I think the bevel kind of worked, actually. And also here it seems that he's already in a better shape, right? So if I bevel this, what happens? Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's... yeah. Can I select this loop now? Yes. Yeah, I think this is much faster. Well, because this one was done better, I think. It was already more correct. Was already more... Now this... I mean, this is a bit too square, eh? Uh-oh, I did something impossible. I mean, it needs a bit of tweaking, but to make it look slightly more round and proper, but yeah, also this one is too square. Yeah, the problem here is that we are missing geometry completely. Okay. Okay. Better. Here as well, bro. Here is also too square. I mean, we don't really care about the inside. Inside will not be very visible, so don't care too much about it. Okay. Yeah, so this will look pretty much the same as the other one now. No back facing as usual. Why no back facing? Why no back facing? That's fine anyway. Yeah, I'm trying to relax a bit these curves and making it look more decent. So on this one, how many loops we did? We did 1, 2, 3, 4 loops actually, or 4 loops. Because here we have only 3, so there is one less. I mean, I can bevel it again. I mean, it's not a big deal, right? I can bevel this one more time. One more time. I can bevel it one more time. I can push it out a bit. I can... no, because it doesn't want to select it. Come on. It doesn't want to. Okay, fine. No. So I can scale a bit more the outside, right? So it becomes a slightly easier curve. Yeah. Something like that. And now I think we do the same thing, right? So we take this and we unwrap it. Now, wow, this is minimum stretch. Doesn't look like minimum stretch to me. Yeah, as you can see, is not really. We need this to be pretty much an horizontal line, right? We need this border to be pretty much flat. I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly flat, but it would be nice if it's kind of flat. A bit, I mean, more on the flat side than not. But I see this being problematic. Let's do it like this. I mean, obviously this will be stretched, but fine. How are you, V, that don't like what I'm doing? I really don't like it, but yeah, it's the easiest way to make it look like an opening. Okay. Yeah, then we still have to sort out the outside. So at the moment I'm just fixing like the holes, and then we need to understand how to do everything else. But you know, one piece at a time. I think the bevel was actually the best idea at the end. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. It's not taking any of that as a loop. It doesn't see it as a loop. So if I bevel again, right, and we stretch it a bit, and then we bevel, so we bevel this, and then, but this one is really different. Wait. This one looks like a larger, because you see it goes up to here pretty much. So should my, I mean, is my opening this or even I don't know. think we have a bit of a problem. I think the opening here is not the one that we have selected. I think the opening is more something like this. Well, why we have so many vertices there? Because that is the result of another bevel, I guess. I'm thinking, what is the outside of this? Because in theory we could go even as far as this to consider the outside, right? We could go like that and to say that this is the, right? This is the actual, that is the actual outside. I don't like this thing. I cannot. It cannot loop select it because it doesn't think it's a loop. No, sorry. Starting from here. Starting from here. So this is our loop. Yeah, I think so. This is our loop. Yes, it is. So if we bevel this. Something bad is happening there. Why? There is some weird. There are some weird. He doesn't like this for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe he wants another loop here. I mean, I can do it, but I don't know if it's correct. Come on. I didn't really bevel it properly, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, the shape is a bit weird, I know. Okay, it seems that he liked it more now. So we make this a bit more outside. And then... And then we bevel this again. And this one we scale it. And this one we push it. Here there is more work to do because it's not really. But anyway, yeah, that's the idea somehow. So that this border is our outside border, right? So basically our seam must be this. Right? Which is very big compared to the others, but it's okay. Our seam, no. Our seam must be this. Okay. So this is where Yeah, kind of, yes. Now... it would be nice to eat some pizza tonight. Should I order a pizza? It's a long time I don't order a pizza. What time is it? It's late. Fuck. If I order it now, it will never arrive in time. No, it's not possible. Unfortunately. I think this I have to retouch it manually. Because it's not, you know, it's not bumping the way it should bump. So... it's not bumping properly. I need to fix it manually, one by one. Also, this guy is not selecting the loop. But like this is way better, eh? This will allow us to do a proper... yeah, now here is wrong. Right, because it's too big. But yeah, I mean, it's not super smooth actually, it's a bit rough, but I think it's fine. Okay, so if we take all of this now and we do the same treatment, right? So we do, yeah, exactly. This one seems to be slightly more straight, which I like. So maybe we don't have to go crazy on it. Well, somehow. Okay. Oh shit, what is happening here? Why? Because it's too low? Because it's still too low, huh? Still too low. Okay, well... I mean, I don't want to stretch it too much, but I guess I have no other choice. No other choice. Okay. Oh, crap. Why? Because here there is the seam. But anyway, I prefer that it's down than up, because up you see it, down you don't see it, so... I think it's okay. Okay, so we have the 3 holes actually with some reasonable texture, right? It's not really good, but it's reasonable. Right? Somehow reasonable. I don't know why here is so because oh, I can cheat. I can rotate it. Yeah, better. Definitely better. Okay, so now we have the problem of why this thing is so dark. Is there a problem with yeah, there was definitely a problem. Okay, now we have that. Now the issue is the actual, I mean, the main building, right? The issue now is the main building, and I have no idea how to do it. So the issue is this, right? And I don't know how the hell can we Can we do it? Also, why this vertex is what? What is this? This vertex, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Why is not selecting everything? Yeah, the problem is this now. Because it will never be horizontal on all sides unless we create some artificial split, right? Maybe we can create some artificial split here so that it looks like so for example, okay, let me try, right? I don't know, but let me try. So like if we split between, I don't know, this and this, right? Or this and this, right? So if we split, if we have a line, if we have an horizontal line splitting there, and I would say we make it fairly flat, right? So this becomes the real kind of flat line. And then we make this a seam, right? And then we take from here down. I mean, and basically we do the same, and basically we do the same also here. And the problem is that here is a bit of a wrong geometry. But fine. Just relaxing some of the... So if we take from here to... from here to here, yeah, but it's not horizontal at all. Maybe we can do from this to this. Maybe. Okay, let's try. I don't know what will happen, but if we take this, right, and we seam it as well, and then from here to here, we do it. How do we do it from here to here? From here to here. We do it. No, it's actually way better before. From here to here, we do it. I don't know. We do it like this. Oh yeah, because I think it should be cutting off. Yeah, probably. So if we cut it like this, okay? Okay. I'm not sure what I want to do with this, but no, what I want to do, I want to split like a top and a bottom, right? And I want my top and my, yeah, so now we have a kind of a top and we have a kind of a bottom, because otherwise it will never work anyway, right? So the problem is that, yeah, I can try to seam it horizontally, vertically somewhere. Like for example, here we can have a connection line, right? So like from here to here can be can be a seam, right? And then I can start to say, oh, I want to map all of this. Yes, exactly, like that. And now, and now I have my, yeah, the problem is that, so basically what I want to have these lines on the carapace, right? I want to have these lines, so this line, and here I don't know where that line is, but for sure these two big lines, you know, this one is this, and the short one I think is just this one, right? So what we are saying is that we want to have this slightly rotated. If we can. And we want to have this also slightly rotated. So that it becomes a bit more horizontal compared to the line. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be somehow. And yeah, there will be some stretch, but hopefully it's not huge. And so now this line is the carapace line, right? Now this line is the carapace line. So we see the carapace in the connections, you see? We see the carapace in the, yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I wanted to do. Now the problem is, how the hell do we match the top? How do we match the top? It's impossible to match the top. It's basically impossible. Because this line now, right? This line is this line. No? No, no, no. This line is... I don't even know. Why we are missing this? Why did it not... Here? Is this thing this? Wait, I need to understand what is what, because like this line is what? This line is this. Okay, so if I go this way, okay, so it's all the outside. Okay. Yes, is the wall out? Well, it's up to it. So all of this will have to be, all of this needs to be carapace. Oh my god, it's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. So what we are saying is that all of this needs to be matching the carapace, right? Yeah, but the stretch will be insane. The stretch of this will be insane. Because I will have to like open it like this and then take this and rotate it, right? But like a million, like that, right? So I will have to rotate it insanely. And this will stretch it like a boss. Nah, this will... I think this will never work. I mean, I can try, but I have a bad feeling about this. I mean, the top will be completely fucked. Like insane. Yeah, so now a piece of it, right, is touching the... Yeah, apart from the fact that he has obviously to be mirrored, right? What? I mean, he has to be actually like this, right? But well, I mean, it is bad, but it's not as bad as I was thinking. The top, right? I mean, it is bad because the stretch is insane. At the top is in, you see, like this is all warped, right? But this part is not too bad. Now here, unfortunately, we have an abrupt separation because I didn't manage to bring this part to a carapace piece, right? You see, this one is still here while it should be up there, so which is impossible, by the way. Which is impossible. So yeah, this line is super bad. I mean, this line is really, really bad. But, you know, I mean, all considered, I think it would be worse than this. I thought it would be worse than this. What do you mean? Is one texture? No? No. It's two textures. It's correct. Because the bottom is black. Yeah. Is a monster like that. I don't know. It looks very weird. I don't know if I want to have it like this. It looks very, very weird. It looks like basically a giant mass of organic matter. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's a bit too much. What do you think, guys? I think the trap is nice. The layer is a bit too much. It's like a giant pile of flesh. And probably it's not the best way. I mean, maybe we can, you know what we can do? Maybe we can have a bottom that is made with a white part, so that it looks more like feathers or something. Because at the moment it's a bit too much, I think. Let me quickly cook my dinner. Quickly cook my dinner so that we can proceed with that next. Cuquerinos, dinerinos. Cuquerinos, dinerinos. Okay. I mean, I think it was better than it was before, but maybe it's a bit too much. Maybe I need a base. No. Bye. Do you have any suggestions? Uh-oh. Why? We didn't save we didn't save something. Which, by the way, better. Way better. Is it too disgusting or not? Disgusting. Ugh. Disgusting. Disgusting pile of flesh. Holy moly. Holy shit. What is this? A pile of flesh. Blah. Blah. It looks like the helmet of the father in Star Wars. This guy is mimetizing perfectly, you know? It's coming out of that. It's the same material. So look, it looks like he's really coming out of that. I think this egg is fantastic. I really like it. This egg is really, really good, by the way. They look a bit like a cake, but yeah! 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 Okay, we have the beginning. We have the beginning of the consumer empire, where they will conquer the land and become the only rulers of this place. Be warned, they will expand everywhere. You see, he's already moving. The guy's already moving. I think it's not too bad. I think we can I wanted to transform in one of them, but it didn't really work. He kept my armors. He kept my armor, so I cannot really mimetize and say, ah, yes, I'm like you. I'm like you, you know? I am like you. No, I'm not. Okay. Going waiting. Yeah, going waiting. Okay, so we have one problem now. The problem is that... coming back from morph is never working, huh? GG. I really like this thing. I think this thing is pretty cool, actually. We need more of these things, right? We need more. So the question is what's inside this hole? Nothing, no? So the problem is that I can target this and I can hit this. Apart that now my character is completely GG due to the morph. But unfortunately I cannot attack this, right? And I cannot attack this because this thing, I did it with a proxy trigger. And a proxy trigger, and by the way, we just crashed because I think I tried to attack something that was not possible to attack. No, this one we already fixed. I just didn't recompile. Yeah, I have to recompile basically because no. He was trying to give me an item or something. What he was trying to do? Okay, let me try to recompile meanwhile. Because anyway is needed, I think. But it's strange, that we got into this error. Maybe I didn't recompile in some time. So, what other buildings we want to have? What other buildings we want to have? We can have the problem of the going down. I mean, we can have like a giant mouth going down. The problem of going down, like imagine a giant. The problem of going down is that the terrain is, or I do it black, so or I cheat, right? I cheat like a boss, like I just do a black circle. But there will be grass, right? There will be grass here. But I could do a giant mouth, like with teeth, right, all around. Like a giant mouth with white teeth, right? Like a sandworm, you know, sandworm. I could do that. Can I get a sandworm from anywhere? I think the sandworm is the most modeled creature in the world. Well, close, but no. Kind of close. Nearly what I need. Did I put the timer? Oh fuck, I didn't put the time. Wait. Wait, I don't know what time. Wait. Wait. So we need a timer of 5 minutes now. Timer 5 minutes. Timer 5 minuti. Okay, now we have the timer 5 minutes. I mean, I can make it myself, but if I could have it... Oh, wait. $35? No, I need it free. I need it free. I mean, I can do it myself, but if it was already made, it would have been a bit easier, you know? They don't have a lot of free sandworms in here. Unfortunately. No, free sandworms doesn't seem to be a thing. Sandworm. I mean, it's not hard to do. I mean, I need it round, right? But the teeth are pretty good, actually. Can you download it? No, you cannot. No, it's not downloadable. No. Pretty good, though. This one is very nice, but... I mean, I don't want it this way. I mean... Don't want it this way. Day 1 send. Yes, something like this. Can I download this? I mean, more like this, yeah. I just wanted to start from somewhere, right? Published 10 years ago. Yeah, but it's not downloadable, my friend. I need stuff that is downloadable. If it's not downloadable, I cannot... I mean, it's no use to me. Oh, this one is also animated. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He died. He's attacking. No, I don't like it. I mean, it's not bad, but... the head of this guy... the head of this guy... Nah, he's missing an arm. I just wanted to start from something already made, but in theory it's not... Because I like the teeth, I think that we had already like 10 different ones made, you know, it was easier. Just for that. I like the idea of this one being like this, but... what happened? It switched to something else. I don't know what happened. I lost my selection. Sandworm. This looks like a fish. Looks a bit like a fish. Oh wow, this one looks fun. Oh wow, look at how he move. Wow. Look how he moves, this guy. It's insane. Look at that. Fantastic. Beautiful. There is no... Unfortunately. It's not easy to find a sandworm. Abyssal acid worm. This looks more like a slug, I don't know. Abyssal. Here is where he's happy. Yay! Here is where, when he's happy, he's doing this. Wait. The timer is telling us that we have to put this in. The timer is telling us that it's ready. No, that is the moment to put this in. Okay. Okay, I think we will just do it ourselves and GG. I mean, in theory, to do it is not that hard, right? So if you want to have it circular, I think it's not that bad. Okay, let's do it. I mean, the only, what I need, should we start from a sphere as usual, or should I start from a torus? Maybe starting from a torus is a bit easier. Maybe starting from a torus is a bit easier. Could be. I think I need a bit more resolution here because it will be no, I don't know. So I mean, the first thing is that probably it's not gonna be exactly round, right? So it would be slightly skewed, huh? Why if I say scale on the axis, scaling everything? I don't understand. What? Huh? What? I said scale view on the Y, right? You crazy? I know, it's doing the same. It's not really doing what I want. I don't know why scale view is not doing it though. I think it is, but with a weird... No, I think it is actually. So I don't think we need anything below ground, right? No? I don't think we need anything below ground, right? I don't think so. I don't think so. The problem is that I have no idea. Yeah, triangular one is probably nicer, but yeah. Exactly. I think something like this would be very nice. But how the hell can I do that? How the hell can I do that? Well, one click at a time. That's the way we do it. One freaking click at a time. That's exactly the way we do it, my boys. One click at a time. I don't know what I'm doing as usual, huh? I'm just kind of randomly. I mean, a bit randomly, a bit not, but... I don't know if I like this one and I move it outside, actually. What happened? Now the problem is... Now the problem is this, right? Problem is this. The problem is that, because that you need a lot more geometry, right? To have something that looks like a bump, because there is actually a bump into, so there is a bump. Yes, and to make it a bump, the only way is to move this down. And then to move this up. Actually, no. Actually, to bevel this as a bump. And to make it... No, it doesn't work. Maybe, yes, maybe. I mean, the bump is this bump. Somehow. But then there are a number of this, right? There are a number of these things. There are a number, right, of these things, a bit random, but not really random, right? That are raised. And scaled outside a bit. But I think this one should be way smaller, right? They should be, you know, way more detailed. I mean, I can extrude them, but this will not do what we want at all, right? So that might be a trap when you walk over it. I think it would just be, I think it would just look like a city. I don't think we really be a trap, but I don't know yet. At the moment, I'm just creating some elements because I want the consumer to be able to create a bit of a city, right? So you will see that mound, you know, with the holes. You will see the trap, right? The thing that we created with the egg. You will see maybe another mound, right? You will see another trap, another mouth like this one. Then I don't know, maybe there will be additional element that at the moment I don't know yet, right? But maybe there will be a pool of water where they, I don't know. I mean, I have to think about it. I don't know yet. Actually, I don't know yet. But basically, what I would like you to see is they built like a city. They built like a village of stuff, right? And maybe some of those will be traps. Others will just be buildings that do something. So, for example, I don't know. One building could heal all the consumers in range, right? So when this is active, all of them are getting healed automatically every 2 seconds, right? And maybe this one is doing damage to anyone else that is not a consumer every 2 seconds. And maybe this one is creating new consumers, right? So they are spawning from here, right? And so on. So basically, I'm just creating some elements to then associate them to kind of functions, and then have a bit of a fight between the players and the tribe. It will be a range damage trap. Yeah, I think we can. Yes, I think we can have a poison spitter or something. Something that, yeah, maybe is throwing darts, right? He's throwing like darts or blades. Yeah, that could be a good idea. I think I can have a, I don't know, it should be a kind of a totem of darts. I don't know, or I will think about it. Okay, I have no idea. Or will be another thing like this small mountain, you know, with shooters. I don't know. Think about it. Let me know what you think. But then when you arrive, you know, and they have created all of this, and there are many of them, you will try to. And maybe the nice thing, you know, is they do it next to a mine, right? Next to a mine. So imagine that here there is a mine of metal, right, or something. Here there is a mine of metal. So the players want to mine this, but these creatures just created this freaking village around the mine, and so you cannot mine because they are just attacking you all the time, right? And so you try to go there, and you get killed or something. And so you say, oh, and so you go to the other players and say, hey players, hey guys, we have a problem. The iron mine is not usable anymore. And they say, well, fuck the iron mine, I don't need it. But, or maybe some others will say, yeah, we need to clear it out. And so they will do a mission, right, to actually come here and destroy this thing, right? Maybe it's recreated after some time, maybe, or not. Right, so what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to create interesting elements that are... it's a pity that I cannot get this, but... is this thing flying, by the way? Is this... I think this thing is flying, do you see? Super weird. Is this part of a game? Yeah, I think it's No Man's Sky. Yeah, it's No Man's Sky. It's a flying creature. Very weird. Okay, guys, I need to go to dinner. I need to go to dinner, so I will see you tomorrow. I don't know when. Maybe yeah, the afternoon. Some as usual about 4 p.m. or so. So if you want to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube, that would be nice. And yeah, if you want to subscribe also on Twitch, that would be fantastic. If you want to download our game, you can download it. It's available for download on our website. It's actually here somewhere. It's actually here. And you can go to our website, click on download now here at the top left, and then download it for Windows, Linux, and Mac. And you can tell me what you think about it. Maybe we'll be on Steam soon. Let's see if they approve the builds. I didn't get information on it yet, but I think it will take about a week. I'm thinking range defense would be necessary to avoid being abused by range classes at the post on speeding. Yeah, I mean we can make everything immune to ranged, right? I can do that. Or immune to normal missiles. I don't know. Or I can make, or we can make this thing. You know, we can have this thing animated, right? We can have, maybe this one will be animated. I don't know. Maybe we'll have this thing with animated. And it just comes out of the ground on top of the players that are around. That would be nice, actually. To have this thing just be spawned where the players are, no matter where they are in a certain range. The problem is always the range, because if you decide that, oh, your city is this big, right? And so the range works here. Now the player position himself outside of the range because he sees that here is not getting attacked, right? And so he's abusing the range. So I don't know, we have to think about this. But for now, let's build some buildings. And let's go. Thank you for the gift. Which gift? Someone gifted you a... someone gifted you a sub again? No, I don't see it. Anyway. Or because I made you moderator. I don't know. The mod. Nice. Thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, I agree. It was earned with all your viewers.